Hi, I'm Evan Pantazi. I'm still here in Salzburg. Give you another view from my hotel deck. And you can see a little spire in the background. The castle's there too, but I think the lighting's not just going to allow you to see it. Take a look at the streets around here. Okay, that's just another view for you. I'll take a quick turn so you can see. We're up here on the fourth floor, so we've got this massive cliff in back of us, and that's going down toward Old Town Salzburg. So I just wanted to talk to you today about hand positions. A lot of questions came up during the training, during the International Kyusho Convention. And we went over the six hands and how they came from an art called Rokushu, and they were more prior developed by the Shaolin studies. And that's why they're called the 6G hands, or the six energy hands of the Shaolin. And they were passed down. Now, to work with them, to discover them, I've gone through that in many YouTubes before, but to work with one hand is nice. Working with all six hands, it counter trains the other hand positions. First of all, torque is the most important thing for your hand and your ballistic techniques and your compressive techniques. It's the torque that enables you to get past the outer structures and through to the underlying weaker anatomical structures. And like Sun Tzu said, study the weaknesses of the man, not the strengths. And that's what we do in the Kyusho, is we work with the weaknesses of the human anatomy. And in turn, what that does is it strengthens us. And studying the weaknesses of one hand technique in particular, because that's the gist of this the film, you study the strengths of another, and you find the strengths. By finding the weaknesses, you also find the strengths by doing reverse engineering. And that's how we've developed the Kyusho and the healing processes over the years, reverse engineering. And it's a very strong manipulation of your physical anatomy, your physiology, your functionality, your mobility. As example, you have, in the beginning of Tensho Kata, instead of going to Rukushu, which most people don't know, Tensho is a little more popular. So I've been showing you in the beginning, there's this hand position where it comes out as a claw and it twists sideways, that torquing action. Okay, now that torquing action has inherent weaknesses, but it has inherent strengths. Okay, as example, when you're grabbing with the fingertips, these fingers aren't really strong to turn in this manner. They're great for turning backwards. Okay, that's the correct rotation for the fingers of the iron claw hand. Okay, but turning sideways is not. So why is it in Rokushu? Why is it in certain martial arts that claw twists sideways? Look at the opposing thumb. As this hand turns, you go into the strength of the thumb. As I'm pulling back, you go away from the strength of the thumb, and you'd actually be pushing the thumb this way, which is a weakened position. Okay, what you want to do is think about that torque and the way it's twisting and the way that thumb is now digging into maybe the carotid sinus, behind the ear, into the tissue under the armpit. There's many different targets you could go to. So again, studying the weakness, inherent weakness of the iron claw in a form called Rokushu or Tensho, okay, you see the strength and where you're able to adapt to it. That gives you more understanding of what targets are available to you, how to access them, and how to not attack them, all right, as it does equally showing you the better positioning and the better applications for the pulling aspects as well. So reverse engineer to take a look at the yin and the yang of everything. Your martial art will grow increasingly through the years. It'll grow exponentially, actually, because one idea leads to two, which leads to four, which leads to 10, 8, and etc. Sorry, anxious to get out today and discover the town. We're hanging out here for a little while longer with my wife and a couple friends that we brought here to Salzburg to experience this wonderful country and wonderful city. And we'll get back to you as soon as we can. If the service is interrupted, if I don't put up a video, pardon me, I'm just having fun. Thanks a lot.